Welcome to tonight's concert. We're going to warm up really quickly with just a little hymn, Ode to Joy. We'll be with you in just a second. Welcome to our first concert of the year tonight. The high school marching band has already had several performances, but this is the first concert. And we're excited to kick off the year for you all. Junior high band is a time where the students have a lot of growth in a short period of time. The students grow on average here at Manchester. 3 years of growth over 2 years is what we average. And so some students get much more than that. And so you're going to hear a lot of new skills and things being developed and worked on by your student as they go through 7th and 8th grade band. And we're going to demonstrate one of those for you tonight. If you would, please make sure that the flash is off on your camera or any other electronic devices, that you silence them for the concert tonight. We appreciate you being here. If you have a little one who needs to get up, please feel free to do so in the comments there. And so the first thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to demonstrate one of those skills. And this is an exercise that combines two of them. So the students are expanding their range. They're learning higher notes than they've played before. And they're also learning a new technique. So for the brass, not only are they learning new notes, they're also learning how to do lip slurs, which practices moving between partials just using the muscles in their face. For the woodwinds, especially for the clarinets, this is opening up a whole new range of the instrument that they've never played before and getting a chance to demonstrate that. So enjoy this exercise. Now we will continue to work on exercises like that throughout the school year as we also learn scales and work on different key signatures and different techniques for their instruments. And if you listen to your students in the spring, when they perform in the spring and for the ISMA concert in March, you will hear a remarkable difference in their tone and their sound and the different things that they're able to play. And so it's a really exciting time to be a part of that. And please encourage your students to be practicing. They're welcome to come down during SRT. They're allowed to sign up to come down and practice during SRT. That's something that they get to do here that they haven't gotten to do at MIS for 7th graders. And a lot of students enjoy taking advantage of that time to come down once or twice a week just to be able to practice on their own and work on some of the things we're working on in class. I'm excited to welcome you here tonight. We have a few students that I do want to recognize tonight. These students are participating in the marching band this fall, and the marching band has had a great season. Unfortunately, we didn't advance on Saturday at Homestead, and so they will not be going to finals, which was disappointing, but they've had a great year, and we have 2 more football games this week and next week, and we're also performing a concert next Tuesday with the high school choir. Welcome to come out for that. That concert will be at 8 o'clock. If you've never seen a marching band concert, I encourage you to come check it out. It's really, really remarkable. But can I please have my students who are participating in marching band, would you please stand up? And so I want to recognize Lillian Sayre, Evan Bennett, Mallory McKee, Lainey Lincoln Hoker, Ezra Hendricks, and Everett Short, because they've done a great job this year as 8th graders participating in marching band, and I hope they'll have a blast and just done a really great job. So they deserve a round of applause for that. Our first piece tonight that we're going to perform for you tonight is called Manchester March, and the students got excited as well. This is not about North Manchester. This is a piece that was written by John Edmondson for a different Manchester, but nonetheless it's a great piece. What your student needs to have for our next concert in December. They will have been fitted, or will be fitted for a music polo. 8th graders are going to be asked to try them on at home, and if they need a different size, bring them in and we'll get them a different size. And then you're responsible for getting khaki pants or khaki skirt to wear with their band shirts. It's really important that we have this uniform look. We want to make sure we have it for our concert in December, and then especially we need to have it for ISMA. Speaking of ISMA, we will be hosting a junior high ISMA contest in March, and we will need lots of help with that. We'll be hearing lots about that as we get closer to that date. So please make sure when you hear about that, that you perk up and remember that we do need some help hosting that. It's a great honor that we get to host this event, and so we've always done a great job with it. We can only do that with your help, and thank you in advance for that. Our last piece we're going to perform here is called Drums Away. Let's give them another round of applause as they leave the stage. My favorite part about being a band director is that I get to see students grow and develop, and 7th and 8th grade is probably the time period where they do that most growing, that most developing in such a short period of time, especially in their instruments. And so really excited to see them start the year here and see how they progress as they go. I do want to take a second here, and there are some 8th graders that are going to Disney, and you may have heard the high school band's going to Disney this spring. We intend to keep doing those trips every 3 years. Have a big trip to someplace like Disney World or New York, and so this year's students will have the opportunity as well in high school. And one of the big things is those trips do cost money. We understand that, and so we try and make sure that we do with our fundraisers. We need that money to help support the programs. We also try and make sure that some of that money is used then to help those students for the trips. And we're able to do that this year with the Disney trip to help support the students. We have a fundraiser coming up that helps us a lot with these projects. Our 3rd annual mattress sale fundraiser is coming up on Saturday, November 18th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be in the MAO auditorium. Some of the things, I really like this fundraiser because it's one of those things that you either need a mattress or you don't. You're not going to buy an extra one and leave it in the garage. But there's some really great deals with this. The mattress fundraiser is one of the easiest, most successful fundraisers we run. With your help, we've been able to raise almost $14,000 over the last 2 years. And that's awesome. And I think there's a round of applause. I appreciate your support, guys. Thank you. Our goal is to raise about $8,000 this year, and it happens in one day with a mattress sale. But to be successful with this, we need your help to do that. The number one key to success with this fundraiser is to reach out to each band and choir family to find one person who's looking for a mattress, friends, families, coworkers, church members, neighbors, and make sure they know about the sale because they can't come if they don't know about it. And so I want to really quickly introduce Jason, Regional Manager for CFS Fort Wayne, to give us some more information on how to help and to make this a successful fundraiser.
Thank you, Mr. Huber. Hey, so real quick, I know you did not come out here this evening to see me, but I want to thank you all for coming tonight and supporting the hard work and dedication that these kids have been putting in the last few months together. So raise your hand real quick if you love doing fundraisers. You know, there's a couple of you. Thank you so much I'm pretty sure that the few of you that did raise your hands were raising your hands just because you were like, oh man, this poor fellow up here, no one was raising their hands. I feel horrible for him. You know, I'm just going to raise my hand just to make him feel a little better. That's okay. I do appreciate you guys. So I know those of us that have had, kids in elementary, they've been bringing home fundraisers ever since they're in elementary. If you're a grandparent, Lord help you, every new generation just brings a whole other wave of fundraisers. But this really is the easiest fundraiser ever. Because with this particular fundraiser, you don't have to sell a thing. Nothing. Don't have to sell anything. All you are doing is you are inviting everyone to the fundraiser. Now I know I was handing out some of these at the doors, people were coming in, some people took them, some people didn't, that's okay. Here's the thing with this fundraiser, whether you need a mattress or not, we desperately need your help to help get the word out. I know it's a weird topic, it is not one that we talk a whole lot about. Statistically, there are over 930 people within Manchester school boundaries that actually earn a market for a new mattress. That's why this thing works as well as it does. 10% of the population every single year is actually in the market for a new mattress. It's one of those things that everybody needs. We are actually able through, these are all name brand mattresses, but we're actually able to offer them at like anywhere between 30 to 50% off of what you'd find at a retail store because we order directly from the manufacturer. Not only do you get to save money, but the program actually earns about 40 to 60% of the profits. And Mr. Huber was talking about fundraising, all the different field trips and everything that are coming up. Students actually earn money doing this as well. So just by people showing up and mentioning your child or grandchild's name, they actually earn money from this. $25 for the first two mattresses or adjustable bases and $50 for everyone after that. We actually had a student here last year that actually earned $350 just by people coming in and mentioning her name. So this thing really, really does work. We've done really well with it in the past, but again, we really need your help. So whether you need a mattress or not, we really need your help just to help get the word out. So we have a couple different promotion materials. Some of you grabbed them on your way in here. All the paper stuff, make sure that your child's name is at the bottom of it. That way if it ends up in the hands of somebody that doesn't directly know your child still gets credit for that sale. So make sure you do that. We've also, when I come back in a few weeks to talk with students, I will be bringing hero flyers. So if you or anyone you know is active duty or a veteran, or they are a first responder, EMT, police officer, any of those, firefighter, any of those professions, we'd like to honor those people. We'll have a 10% hero discount for all of those people. We'll also bring posters in. So if you work someplace where there is a break room, that is a great way to help get the word out. So we'll bring those in, students will be bringing those home. And then we'll also have our yard signs that students will be bringing home as well. So we could desperately use your help just to help get the word out to the community, make this the best year that we've had so far. So again, thank you all so much for coming out. And I'm gonna get off the stage now. Thanks.
very new for 7th and 8th graders because at MIS they really just get lyric sheets. They don't actually get the music. But starting in junior high choir, they actually have a piece of music that they're reading off of. And it's a big learning curve. The first couple weeks is kind of like, what am I supposed to do with this? But they're getting better and better at it. And they've made such progress so far already this year. We're going to start with our Indiana State song, actually. Contrary to popular belief, Back Home Again in Indiana is not the official state song. On the Banks of the Wabash is our Indiana official state song. This will be in unison, which means they are all singing the same notes. The second and third pieces that we're going to perform, you will hear two different voice parts. Again, one of the main goals of junior high choir is to learn how to sing in parts. So moving from unison to two separate voice parts is a big change, but they are handling it super, super well. We are excited to perform for you this evening. Our second selection is also a song about a river. Shenandoah, probably one of America's best well-known folk tunes. I didn't really do that intentionally, but I realized later, oh, we have two river songs here. You will hear two different voice parts. Those of you who have students who are auditioning for Circle the State with song, this is actually going to be one of the selections performed at Circle the State this year as well, which means that it's a higher level piece, it's a more difficult piece. Right now we only have two voice parts because we don't have any lower changed voices at the moment. If you do come to Circle the State, if your child is a part of that, you will hear soprano, alto, and a baritone part. We just have the soprano and alto part, but it's a beautiful, beautiful song. We hope you enjoy it.
Shenandoah, I long to see you.
Thanks so much again for coming this evening. Those of you who had students that sold items for the choir fundraiser, thanks for getting that picked up today, getting that checked to make sure you're not missing anything. If you do find that you're missing an item or you have an extra of something, just let me know as soon as possible. The money for that is due October 24th, so I've given the students, I think that's about 3 weeks to get everything delivered, money collected, but the sooner the better. So the sooner they can get all that money turned in and you don't have to worry about that, the better it is for everybody. Thank you for your support of that. Our final number is a combination of two spirituals. It's called Elijah and Joshua. You may recognize some of this, but it's just a fun, upbeat piece. It's been one of the students' favorites this year, Elijah and Joshua. And before we leave this evening, I would be not doing my duty if I did not give special recognition to Miss Super Sue Neiman, who comes in and accompanies for most of my choirs. She comes in about once a week or once every 2 weeks. The students love her, and she's the best accompanist ever. Thank you, Sue. Again, thank you for coming this evening. Have a great rest of your evening.